Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today, I'm actually kind of remaking this video because I don't know what happened. I filmed an actual flip through of my new 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞 Chosen and Cherished planner that I got in the mail on Friday. And somehow the footage, I've had this happen before, but it cut off like in between, or it didn't play the whole video. So anyways, I'm redoing this, and I've actually, you can see I've uncoiled the planner and I've already put it on discs, but I do want to show you what is inside the planner, because I actually, I really love this planner, and I think we'll go ahead and set it up while we're here. So let me show you. This is the coiling that it was on, so you can see that I just pulled it apart, but it was on this kind of coil bound, and I'm just a disc bound girl. I don't like coil bound planners, but I love the way that this is laid out. I really wish that I could use this cover. I'm just not quite sure that it would be, I don't know, that I could make it work, but I love the cover. I really do. And on the inside cover, you actually have a little pocket here. But so anyways, I have a little bit of footage I may try to insert and maybe do a little bit of a voiceover throughout this video. I'm not sure yet, to kind of show you what my process was. But I basically unbound it, and then I cut the coil binding off, like the coil punches. You can see here on the sticker sheet what it looked like, and then I just used my paper trimmer and cut like right close to the edge of their actual punches. And you can see back here at the back that, I don't know if you can actually tell or not, but I actually cut it a little bit further in, so my pages aren't exactly the same width. But I mean, honestly, you really can't tell. If I take it, let's see. Oh, come here and cooperate. I think, and the coils are making it, or the discs are making it stick out a little bit more. But I mean, you can see that this end is a little bit shorter, but it may be because it's kind of wrapped around the coil there. But anyways, it's not really that much of a difference that you can really tell, but I like it so much better on the discs. That way I can pull the pages out and decorate them. And before we go through this, while I'm already here, the paper is a little tad bit thinner than like Happy Planner paper, in my opinion, but it's still a pretty good weight. It's not like copy paper weight, I don't think. Yeah, it feels pretty decent. So, okay, let me adjust my lighting just a little bit, and I think my camera's a little bit crooked, and then we'll do like a real quick flip through and maybe go ahead and set up some of the months in here. Okay, I hope that lighting is a little bit better. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit better, because right now I'm a little bit further away from the planner with my camera than I'd like to be. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit better whenever I edit. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. So basically I used my lavender punch, which actually punches closer to the edge of the paper than Happy Planner does. I did that on purpose for two reasons. Number one, because I didn't have much of a like a spine to cut, because I had already cut theirs off, and two, because I wanted to use these clear plastic discs, which are bigger than classic size, but not as big as expander discs, because this is a chunky planner. So I'll try to remember. I'm not very good at remembering to put links, but I'll try to remember to put the link for these, the Amazon link in my description if you want to purchase these, if they're still available. Then I just took my like taupe kind of gray color Happy Planner Deluxe snap-in cover and put over top. So this is called the 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞 Devotional Planner. And you'll find scripture throughout the planner. So Proverbs 16:3 is on the front cover page. There's a place for your name, your address, your phone number, and your email. And then there's also a how to use your planner page at the beginning, and then you have your, this is undated, so you have your year at a glance that you can put the year in, and then fill in all your months, like important dates throughout the year. You also have a life wheel. So it says you're going to rate 1 to 10. There's 10 lines in here. Your spiritual relationships, body, health, careers, school, giving back, recreation and social, personal growth, and finances. So you would rate these. It says balance is the key, or is key to living a life on mission. Evaluate these areas in your life on a scale of 1 to 10. Rate how satisfied you feel in each of the following areas. Okay. And so then we have your wheel analysis, and then you have steps. How many times am I going to say steps here? Reviewing your completed wheel. What are your primary observations? In light of your findings, how do you feel? Spend time in prayer, seeking God's revelation over these findings. What comes to mind? What areas would you most like to improve? What areas would God likely want you to improve? Envision these areas as a 10. Describe what it would look like. And I'm sorry that I think it might be a little bit blurry on camera because I did zoom in some. I'll try to fix that as well, guys. What is required to make it happen, and how will you invite God in and make space for these changes? All right, I don't know if I can clear up the actual print or not. I tried. Okay, and then we go to a life analysis. So it says, rate the following statements. I have a strong sense of purpose. I'm excited about the days ahead. I believe God has a plan for my life. I find value in my work. I live a balanced home and work life. I'm not easily distracted in life. I'm a good steward of my free time. I know what my spiritual gifts are. I use my spiritual gifts to bless others. I often seek God's will for my life. I set marginal room for the unknown. I regularly take time to rest. My time is aligned with eternity. Sorry. And then you have your yearly vision. Based on your life wheel analysis, write a brief vision statement for each applicable area: soul, career, family, giving, growth, home, love, money, social, and body. Okay. And this is just the beginning of the planner, guys. This is like so full of goodness. And this was like one of my main goals in finding a new planner, was to find a Christian faith-based planner and company that I could support. Now, I am going to be looking at, in the future, I don't know when, possibly bringing back planners that I make. I get frustrated with printing here at home because I have OCD. I'm a perfectionist, and so I sometimes get very frustrated whenever I print planners and they don't look the way that I think they should look. I've never had anyone complain, but I am my own worst critic. So I know a lot of you guys have asked me to start making my own planners. So that is something I will be working on here in the very near future. And hopefully I'll have something for you guys for 2024. We may do undated just for sanity's sake. I don't know yet. So we'll see. And I may take some things from this planner, ideas from this planner, ideas from other planners that are faith-based, Christian-based planners, and put them all into one, and kind of like tweak things and make it my own. I don't know. We'll see. And then, of course, you guys can DM me. You can comment down below. You can send me an email with any suggestions of things that you would like to see in a faith-based planner. I want to redirect my business to focus solely on my Christian faith. So that's where I am right now. Okay, so now we have life reflection. Spend time sifting through your story. 3 words that describe me. My greatest passion is, my strengths are, my weaknesses are, some of my favorite things are, and then we have Ephesians 2:10 at the bottom. We have a life reflection. What inspires, motivates, and excites you the most? Describe one person whom you greatly admire. Who or what means the world to you? Explain why. Read Psalm 31:14-15. How does it affect your view of your time? No one knows your future better than the one who is already there. Write a prayer inviting him into your plans. I need this so bad right now, you guys. List 10 things for which you are grateful. We have a life reflection that's continued. If I could share one message with the world, it would be, what legacy do you want to leave, and with whom do you want it left? Based on your answers above, is your current life leading you in that direction? Imagine the best version of you. What would it look like? God prepares the soil of your life now to harvest fruit in the next season. What do you believe God is preparing you for? If you could say one thing to yourself a year ago, what would you say? That's a great one right there for me. Then we have Romans 8:28. That is my absolute most favorite promise of God. It says, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Then we're going to continue with our life reflection. How did you spend your leisure time last year? That's a great question. What were some challenging obstacles you faced last year? Another great question. List all fears holding you back. This is amazing. I love this already. In looking at these fears, are there areas in which you have previously struggled? Using Isaiah 41:13, write a prayer thanking him for his promise and declaring your reliance upon him for fulfillment. How can you rely on him to help you overcome these fears and accomplish everything he has planned for your life? Looking back over the last year, what was your biggest regret? Describe last year's greatest accomplishment. In retrospect, my greatest life lesson learned last year was, in a perfect world, my next year would look like. This year, I need grace for this and power over this. It says, after reviewing your answers, spend time determining one word as your overreaching theme for the year. My word of the year is, and it has a place for you to put it. Then we have SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T. A sensible goal is a SMART goal. When setting your goals, use these guidelines to help. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. I will just hold this up so that you guys can read this. Hopefully it's kind of clear if you wanted to pause and read that. All right, and then we have a place for 10 goals for the coming year. Then we have goal prep, okay? So we can list our goal, and we have 10 pages or 10 sections here. So we have a deadline and the priority 1 to 5. This goal is important because my verse to pray over this goal. Is it specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound? What was my previous goal? Well, was it a previous goal, yes or no? And what were my obstacles? My required resources, the reward I'm giving myself for attaining this goal. Action steps, goal progress. Let's go, in progress, or you did it. And then it says, using the goal prep page, break down your largest action item into smaller, manageable objectives. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then you have a completion date. And then you have room for notes. And like I said, you have one of these for each of your 10 goals. All right, and then we get into the months, okay? So at the beginning of each month, this would be like your currently page in a happy planner. This is your habit tracker for the month, okay? It also has scripture, John 15:16. So you would list your habits here and then check off or color in the wheel for each day that it is accomplished. Each one of your tabs, like I said, these are undated, have like your identity in Christ, chosen and cherished, irreplaceable masterpiece, special friend, beloved daughter, victorious overcomer, wonderfully made, flawlessly whole, honored ambassador, dearly treasured, fully known, made new, redeemed, and sealed secure. And then it also has like almost like a little devotion or a little note here and scripture at the bottom to go with the identity and the name. All right, so once we flip here, we have an action plan. So this is where you would do an action plan for your month. You could put your goals here. You could put your word of the month here. This is just your basic or your main action plan for the month. It says, after reflecting, redirecting, and resetting, list this month's action steps below. Then you have room for notes. Your monthly review says reflect, consider, ponder, weigh, and study. Consider last month's greatest accomplishments. Describe them below. What made them great? How did you see God's hand in them? Ponder last month's major obstacles and challenges. List them below. Were they a result of misaligned motives, distractions, or uncontrollable factors? Weigh and study last month's story, remembering every day is a page in your life's book. Then it says redirect. So you reflect, then you redirect. Change course, modify, pivot. Based on last month's challenges, what are specific things that did not work as you anticipated? Identify what was within your control and those things beyond your control. What spiritual lesson or lessons can you learn from these challenges? Okay, the monthly review is continued on to the next page. It says, retracing the areas in which you excelled, what stands out? These areas are pivotal. Then you reset, you uproot, remove, shift, and revise. Utilizing the discovered information. What are 3 things you can infuse into this month's goals? Uproot distractions, remove dead ends, shift focus, and revise your direction. And you have a list of 3 here you can fill in. Moments of gratitude, rate last month's success, this month's focus, and verse for reflection, and then a prayer for refining. Then you actually have a monthly finances section where you can list off your expenses, budgeted and actual. And then we get into the monthly. Now this planner is jam-packed. Like they have it's just amazing how much stuff that's actually fit into this planner, things that I know are absolutely going to be used in my life. So we have Psalm 103, 13, and 14 up here at the top. We have a prayer list, Faithful Father, 3 priorities, remembering God's faithfulness, sharing hope, and serving others. Seek more of this, surrender more of this, I'm believing God for this. Okay, and then you date your monthly, and it does start on Monday, so that's going to take a little bit of getting used to for me. All right, and then we actually go into a menu. So this is the week of, it says abide, submit, remain, reside. John 15:7, we have an area for a shopping list, which you could actually cut off, and it will not affect your month too bad. Or you could just leave it here. So when you do your menu plan, you can put notes here, and there's a note section down at the bottom. We have action steps, faith focus, truth to embrace, excited about, nervous about, mindful about, and hopeful about. Trusting God for, your weekend review, your greatest achievement, rate last week, your biggest challenge, your prayers. Here's a prayer list. It says press in, surrender any area in which Christ does not fully reside, pour out, encourage someone to draw near to Christ. And then you have a space down here, I see God working. And then we go into our weeklies, okay? So I love the weeklies. It's vertical columns, but you actually have 4 different sections. So you can put your date in here, and then, of course, you have a gratitude at the top. And then for each day, you have checklists at the top. You have a water tracker. You have a 3-step here, or 3 blocks here. You could put your top priorities. I don't know. You could separate this between work and home and whatever. Then you have a little lined section and then a blank section. The only days that do not have these full columns are Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday just have the grateful for, the checklist, and the water trackers. So then all of those are your weeks. You get those same two spreads for each week. And then it goes straight into your habit tracker for the next month. Okay. And then at the end of your planner, you have, let's see, a yearly review, and somehow mine has ink on it, probably from me printing. So you have your year review. Before closing the chapter of this year, spend time evaluating the year with fresh eyes. My 3 greatest achievements, right there. Describe one way you have spiritually grown over the last year. What was the highlight of your year? Identify your greatest challenge and what you can do differently moving forward. Then you have prayer of gratitude for God's faithfulness and grace. And then you have a spot down here, 1 through 10, my overall year satisfaction. So, like I said, this planner is jam-packed I'm so impressed with what all is included in this planner to direct and lead and live our lives to be aligned with Christ. So I'm ready to dive right in. Let's go ahead and do, I think what I'm going to do, y'all, so we have 12 here. I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably, let me think this through, because I'm going to end up probably, if this works out great for me, I'm going to end up ordering one to start fresh in January. So unless, I don't know, well, I'll think that through. Y'all know how much I change unless I make a planner that I want to use for myself. So we're just going to start here for September, October, November, December, and then we've got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I mean, this will get me a good way. I almost feel like I want to start at the back, though. September, October, November, December. I think I'm going to start at the back. And then I can actually do my yearly review for 2023 here. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do, y'all. And I'm doing that because I want my tabs to line up. OCD, perfectionism. And then I may order another planner when I get to running out of months. I may just order another one. Okay, so that's going to be my plan. So let's go ahead and take out September. And we're going to use her stickers that come with the planner. Where am I going to put this? My desk is so full right now. Okay, so I love her tabs here. So, and this will be something that I can try to make for myself. I love the way that these look. Okay, so they're clear and they're in gold foil. I do not have the capability to do gold foiling, but, well, I may. I don't know. It's just, it's a lot. It's outside of my pay grade for me to learn how to do it. But anyways, okay, so just put it there, fold it over, and so now mine's a little crooked, of course, because I did it, you know, everything I do is a little bit crooked. Then I'm going to press down so that you can't see any bubbles here. Again, perfectionism, shining bright. That's probably something that I need to drop, because I guarantee it hinders me from the will of God. Okay, and then she also gave us some month stickers here. So these are gold foil, and then we have these really pretty pink ones. She gave us some numbers here, I guess maybe for our goals. I'm not sure. So why don't we take, I think I'm actually gonna use my stickers. So let's try somewhere in all of my mess here to find my months and dates. Where are they? I also have these, which I think I'm going to use. So these are new to my shop as of a month or so ago. We can use these on our weeklies. I had actually forgot about these. So I have July, August, September, October, November, December, and then as the new year comes, I will make January, February, March, April, May, June. So we have those available. But now I want to find, oh, here we go. So I have these, and okay, here's some. These are previously made. They're not available in my shop anymore. I think I might want to use one of these. Uh-oh, I got a mess, y'all. I promise that I'm sometimes organized. Sometimes. All right, so here we go. So these are my date stickers. These are my months of the year. So we're going to use those. And I also may use some of my icons to note like my bills due and things like that, but we'll get to that as we go along. Okay. So, oh, my cameras are going off. I don't know why. All right, so September. Now I need to cheat and look at where's my, oh, this is my old dashboard, or the one that I just recently decorated. So September starts on Friday. So Friday. Now this is something I'm going to have to get used to, is this planner starting, or the monthlies here starting on Monday. I'm not used to that, so that's going to kind of throw me off a little bit. All right, so I think I'm going to pause the video, go ahead and do these months, or these dates, and then I'll be back and we'll see what else we're going to do. Okay, so I got my months. I had to punch a couple of holes. No big deal. I think I'm going to use Blithely. So these are some stickers I think that I released last year in my shop. I'm going to use them just to put a couple, you know, I got to have florals in everything I do. So I think I'm going to just put a couple florals on this monthly, just to put a little bit of color in here, make it happy for me. So these florals are very pretty for fall. And until tomorrow in my shop, you can get all stickers 40% off. So, and there's no code needed for the actual sale. The stickers, the discount will automatically be taken off. So, all right. Now, let's see. I think I want to take this and just come down, kind of finish it off. And we're going to come right here with this one. Uh-oh, that one's crooked. Imagine that. Where'd my tweezers go? Ah, I lost my tweezers. I bet y'all can see them. Okay, well, that was my extra pair. So let's get my pair out of here and pick this up. Now it's the true test to see how this paper does. And the paper easily rips, so keep that in mind. All right, so we have that corner, and then I'm going to do this top corner up here. And I think I'm going to white out month. Let's get my white out here. We're just going to put some florals up top, and then I'm going to use my own month sticker. And so these are probably the only florals that I'm going to put in here, just because I like having lots and lots of room to write lately. Not a whole lot of stickers, so pretty and functional all at the same time. Okay, so we can definitely take this and go across the top here, and then I might use a white month sticker. I don't know, maybe I'll put the month over here. Might do that. Okay, and then we'll take this one and put it here. All right, so that's really, really pretty. Like I said, very functional, still a little bit of prettiness in there. Let's grab my month sticker here. So we're in September. And so I think I might just put September right here. All right, and then we could actually add a little bit of washi too. Maybe I'll do that. Let's grab some grid washi. Actually, I like the stripes. So I think these stripes are from, I've said this before, I think they're from the original Homebody collection from the Happy Planner. They look really cute with these florals. Okay. All right, so now I didn't quite go all the way to the paper here, so I got to kind of trim off some of this. And I'm going to be honest, you guys, the more I'm feeling this paper, it is kind of thin. So that may pose a slight problem. I'm not sure. We'll just keep going and see how it works. And just remember that I am going to be working on planners of my own. So we shall see how all of that pans out. Okay. Alright, so now my monthly is finished. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's see. Is there anything else I need to do monthly-wise? Let's put this back together. Alright, so I'm going to fill in all of this off camera, of course. Now, let's see. Probably going to do a separate video for my weekly. Yeah. All right, so let's end this video here. Let's go ahead and put it back in my planner and just kind of see what my monthly looks like for September. I know I'm a little bit late for September's monthly, but not too terribly bad. So we have my monthly here. So there is my September monthly in my Arise Devotional Planner by Chosen and Cherished. So I think I'm going to go ahead and film my weekly for the coming week. And so that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave me comments below. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Sometimes I'm on TikTok. A lot of times I'm not. But anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye, guys.